What's your title exactly?
I'm the Director of Community Relations for the City of Carmel.
Wonderful. But you're also kind of the left-hand person of Carmel, right?
Well, we really don't have like a tourism department, we don't have an economic development department, and so we fulfill many roles. We are the communications arm, we oversee the cable station, the website, do presentations for the mayor and other directors that travel to do, speeches and whatnot, and then we handle economic development. So if there's a company that wants to move to town and they need information, we send them information, we can take them on a tour, we give tours. We've had up to 50 people or more that come from as far away. We've had, Sarasota, Sacramento, Wisconsin, West Virginia. They come from all over to see what's going on in the city.
And what's the general impression, what's the overall impression these people have when they come to Carmel?
Most of them know a little bit about what they're getting into, and that's why they're coming to tour. The people that maybe have been told about Carmel but haven't gotten online and looked at any videos or information are very pleasantly surprised, because it does have that small town ambiance. But when they see how much there is to do, when they go to the Monon Center and they see the Monon Trail and the whole trail system, and then they go through the Arts District and City Center, and the Village of West Clay is growing into quite a little center itself, and those are all nice walkable areas. They're surprised that some of the buildings that have been added in Old Town are new built, because we did try and have the historic feel. So a lot of them are surprised that the building that Muldoon's and Basbo's Pizza in, they don't realize that that's a new building, which is nice. That was the whole idea. So we explained to them about the walkability and the community feel, and how we know that we can build beautiful structures, but if people don't feel connected to their city, then they may not stay. If they get a job offer somewhere else, or it's more fun to be somewhere else, we want people to know that if Tom Britt leaves, we want people to say, why is he leaving? He helped us with this, that, and he volunteered here, and so we try and get them engaged in a lot of different ways.
And so when you look at Carmel 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and you look at it today, I mean, this place has come a long way in the last decade or so, right? It
really has, and we're very proud of the fact that the growth that we've had has been quality growth, because you see a lot of cities and they just spread out with strip malls, and their signing is a little out of control and it just looks cluttered. And our sign ordinance is strict, and a lot of people, especially the business community, doesn't like the fact that they can't put up billboards or signs bigger than 6 feet. But if you look at the attractiveness of it, their sign stands out just as much as everybody else's. They're not at a disadvantage in our community. And when you look at the overall aesthetic appeal and how it just has a calming effect when people can find where they're going, they're not inundated with signage that they have to read, and it just gives you a much different demeanor. We want people to be able to enjoy all parts of their day, including their drive to work or a run to the store. So if we have alternatives to get there, bicycling or walking or in your car, and if you're in your car and the drive is easier, not as many stoplights because of the roundabouts. We always get a lot of jokes about that. We had one reporter that came and he wanted to see how long he could go with going just through roundabouts, and after a half hour he gave up because he just couldn't stop. But if all parts of your day are easy to deal with, people are easy to find, it just makes the whole experience better.
And so if somebody was looking to maybe move to Carmel, find out more information about the city, how would they get in touch with the city?
They could call my office at 317-571-2494, or our webpage is being updated, and the next month we'll transition over to a new webpage, and there's ways to connect there. Our website is carmel.in for Indiana, .gov for government, so carmel.in.gov.
Okay, and on that site you got videos now. You're going to put some more stuff up.
Right. Well, it's going to have a lot of what we have, but it's just going to be easier to find. Our current site is almost like a ranch house that then had a second level, and then a garage was turned into a living room and then added a garage. So it's kind of, we've just added to it over the years, but we've never had adequate funding to completely redo the website, which is extremely tedious, as you know, with your website. Once you start adding pages, and then you have to go through every page, every link on every page, and there's hundreds. It's quite tedious process, and people are like, why can't you just switch it over? It's like, oh, you have no idea. So they'll be able to get on and sign up for e-notifications, and they'll be able to tailor it. Right now, if you're signed up, you just get everything. But you'll be able to tailor it to, I just want the arts events, or I just want road closures, or I just want to know when an event has been added to the calendar. So it'll be very customized to the user. So we think that'll be nice, and there'll be a lot more access points on the homepage for short news items that don't really rise to the level of a news release, but say we had to cut down some trees because of emerald ash borer or something, and we'll say, why are you taking the trees down? And we could just throw up a quick picture and a quick little notice, and then people are get quicker updates.
All in the spirit of communication.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Well, thank you so much, and for everybody at home that's watching, you're going to be featured in our next magazine. The next Carmel newsletter is going to have a big story about Nancy Heck, so you have to make sure you read that, because the background story as to how she got in this office and what she does every day is actually a very interesting story. So I'm anxious to share that with people. And thanks for playing along on that.
Thank you. And thank you for what you do. I love the fact that you can come to events and do live feeds, and that's worked out well for the state of the city and the Carmel Marathon announcement. It's
going to work out for the chamber. We're doing the Palladium stuff this weekend. It's a big week.
So exciting.
It's a big time. It's a great time to be in Carmel right now.
It really is. And it's going to continue with the Studio Theater opening in March, and then the Tarkington Theater opening in August, and different things are going to be happening on the Center Green, and it's just going to be a very exciting year.
And Carmel Fest, we got Carmel Fest coming up.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again, Nancy. Thanks for playing along, and we'll see you. We'll see you in print here in about 2 weeks.